Hello, my name is Simon and welcome to another video on basic Python algorithm for beginners. Today we'll be writing a program that finds the sum of natural numbers. So if our function accepts 5, the program should do 5 plus 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1 and it should return the total, which is 15. There are two methods of writing this solution. The first method is a loop, and the second method is using arithmetic progression formula, which is the sum is equal to the number multiplied by n plus 1 divided by 2. So let us see the first method. So I'm going to define my function and call it natural number. Correct that. So the function should take a number, which is an int, and should return an integer. So the first thing I will do is to declare a variable called total, or let me use the word sum. Sum is equals to 0. Let me remove this. Yes, so my sum is equals to 0 now. So I want to use a while loop while the given number is greater than 0, right? So I want to add the value to the sum, so that will be sum plus equals to the number, then decrement the number by 1, so this will be minus equals to 1. So at the end of everything, at the end of the loop, I want to return the sum. Okay, it seems there's an inbuilt. Okay, let me change this. Let me just call it total. Let me call this total. Okay, so I'll save. Let me invoke this function and let us see the result. Okay, so I'm going to call the name of the function natural number and passing 5. I'll save, remove unnecessary space, and run this function. If you look at my console, you can see that it returns 15, with the sum of 5 is the natural number of 5. The sum of the natural number of 5 is 15. If I pass in 10 and run again, it returns 55. So let us look at the next example using the arithmetic progression formula. So I'm going to duplicate this function and minimize this. Okay, all right. In fact, let me just call this 2. All right, so for this we don't need a loop. We don't need what? A loop. So what we have to do here is we need to check first if the number is greater than 0. So if num is greater than what? 0, then we want to do total is equal to the number multiplied by the number plus 1 divided by 2. Okay, so I believe this will work. All right, so let me invoke the function show natural number 2 pass in 10 and run the program. So it returns 55.0. If I pass in 5 and save, run the program, it returns 15.0. The reason we are getting 15.0 is I'm using the division of a single value, which should return a floating point number. But if I make it double division and run the program, you can see it returns 15. I can also test a different number, more bigger number, and run. It returns a whole number, which is 465. So that is all for this tutorial. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you in another video.